What is going on, everybody? Back on it. One Piece live action episode 7. We've got 2 episodes left. Trying to wrap this up probably by Monday or this weekend, maybe. I think the only kind of building up climax point left to have is just the Nami backstory and the Arlong situation. Everybody has joined us. Zoro, we had Nami or have Nami. Usopp, Sanji. There's no one else that's going to need to be joined. There's no Robin or Chopper or anything, Frankie, this season. And I don't think there's any more baddies that we're going to run into along the way. Now, they could surprise us for sure. I'll be curious to kind of see if they sprinkle anything in. You know, we had like a Don Craig sighting. We got to see, you know, Mihawk and Garp having an exchange in person and those type of things. But besides that, I'll be curious if there's any more surprise characters we get. I'm sure Nami's going to have her backstory here, so we'll get like her sister and the people in the town. But I'm curious if there's anybody that's not typically in this point in the anime that we might see. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. How was he fending? How was Luffy fending for himself, by the way, before he ran into Kobe? How was he feeding himself and just making it day by day? Oh, appreciate it. I'm sure we all would have seen that. He made it seem like we were about to run into the iceberg or something. Like, we can clearly see that. Alright, we're here. Old tangerines. Nice. Alright. I'm curious your guys' thought process on this. So, in... Oh, is that her sister? In One Piece, live action. Compared to other movies, like I'm trying to think of movies that like really, let's just take Marvel for example, because they do a lot of, you know, comic book, alien, people with different color skin, different color hair, all those type of things. When Marvel does theirs, they do wigs. When they have Zoe Saldana or Gamora, like she's in a red-haired wig, and those type of things. Same with other characters and things like that, right? Here in One Piece, it looks like they just go to the local like party city or, you know, costume shop and just like get spray paint. They just spray hair. Am I crazy for thinking that? Like Zoro's just look like they just sprayed some green in it. Nami's just look like they just sprayed some orange in it. The flashbacks with the child actors, it looks like they just spray colored it. It's not like an actual wig. It's kind of hard for me to tell how I like it or not. I'm curious y'all's thoughts on that. Like this fish guy that she's talking to here, like they just gelled and spray painted his stuff. Oh yeah, you know we're going to see Arlong because they got that hip hop beat in the back. I wonder why that was the stylistic choice they chose. Oh, it's his body. Interesting. Arlong Park is like a straight up theme park right now. But yeah, the hair stuff has been, it's been on my mind ever since we got introduced to Zoro and I saw how they kind of did his hair color. I'm curious why that's the choice they went with. Probably cheaper. You think I wonder how graphic they're going to show the mom getting shot. Oh! Forgot about that part. Got her ass. No matter how bad it is, there's always somebody out there that's got it worse. There's somebody out there that would, like, love to actually be underneath a roof and 4 walls and would love to just have endless tangerines. I'm very curious how they're going to, how graphic they do or don't show. It's actually wild the fishermen haven't taken over, but didn't he say something like they tried to and they got pushed back because they have the strength. They're stronger, they're faster, they can swim. compared to humans, so they should have the advantage to just kind of take over if they wanted to. But didn't he hint at something like they had tried that already, and the Marines like were able to put them down? The problem is, though, in this world, yes, compared to just humans, fishmen are faster, stronger, more evolved, etc., etc. Problem is, in this story, in this world, there's a power system, and there are fruits that make humans gods. So, it makes it a little, am I even the playing field there? It's like, even though fishmen are biologically better, there's ways to even that out, so. But now, if you could take all the fishmen and then give them devil's fruit on top of it, then maybe... I like his design compared to all the other fishmen they went with, because it's kind of subtle. It's like a mantis type Marvel thing where it's like, we just put a little bit of antennas on her, we CG, we give her the eyes, and we keep it moving. Same thing with him. It's just like a little bit of makeup on the head. Oh man, I just saw his shoes again. Made me wish that they went with the sandals. He doesn't have the windmill on his hat! How dare they? What do you mean, what's going on? You hear this girl screaming? There's pirates attacking the village, damn it! Oh, he's got the windmill right there. Oh, shit.
No, I don't need any of you.
Say it. I want to see her and Zoro have a moment, because they were having a moment there of like kind of connecting, of like, okay, that's your backstory, this is my backstory, I don't have any friends, you don't have any friends. Her deciding to stay because she was concerned about Zoro getting hurt, and Zoro saying like he knows her, you know. Alright. See, smart thinking by Zoro there. Had they come in and just said, we're pirates, no one's going to give you any information. They're already getting bled dry by pirates. See, it's interesting what they've done with like Usopp's character. Like I compared him to Aladdin from the cartoon, the movie. Okay. Okay, now Sanji's getting on my nerves. I know I said because it's the way they're kind of going with it. I think last episode he's had the best adaptation of any of the crew members, right? Ooh, information over a meal, right? Okay, why is this grown man moaning in my ear eating meat? But the problem is, it's the same thing with it's the same thing with Usopp, right? They can't do the over-the-top crying, whining, so they play it a different way. Same thing here when Sanji, you can't give him like heart eyes and have him like floating with his hands together every time he sees a girl or tries to talk to a girl. So they're making it a little more like deep voice, suave, cringe type stuff, and I'm starting to hate it. It's a possibility. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. That hip hop beat. Yeah, okay. I hate some of these fisherman costumes so much. Oh yeah, I forgot he's got his little like underground deal with old Mouse Boy and shit. Well, shit. The kids, I'm gonna need an extra. He said only one, didn't he? Can't give us a pass? Well, here we go. They're just gonna do it right there like that?
I love you girls.
Thought that we were gonna like be taken outside in front of everybody and stuff, but no. That's his Okay, so we're not going that dark.
Wait, Nami's working for the pirate that killed your mother?
Yep. That pissed him off, didn't it? I was serious. I think this is the most locked in we've seen him so far. Ooh, they're even playing like a little bit of a like anime soundtrack type thing right here. I like it. Yes.
Okay.
You've been holding out on me.
I stole that money fair and square. Are you ready to honor our agreement?
He can't let you go.
Bro, you might need to see me by sunrise. And I'll consider the matter closed.
Okay, I want to see how this, because I know how it goes, but I want to see the back and forth, the emotion, yada yada yada.
I don't want the boy to suffer the same fate. He stood up for Baratier when we were attacked. I might be out the game, but I still live by the code.
They know where he is. Yeah, you're dumbass bartender, bro, that has no allegiance. Thought we were supposed to be a crew of pirate chefs and shit. You're a dumbass bartender. You need to fire his ass.
We'll see about that.
I'm sure by the end of this, Garp is fully going to accept it and just let him go, right? I have a feeling that's what we're going to. That'll be the only redeeming thing about Garp in this. Because this character has been interesting.
Garbage, you ain't gonna do anything against that stupid.
I think they have his head coming through a table.
Shuts up the clown head.
They got his stuff through the table. I think. Here we go. This is, I think we're gonna get, okay, so this is, yeah, so I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna get the classic, like, Luffy help me in this episode, and then the final episode will be us defeating Arlong. Which is crazy to think, like, how long some of these arcs took. And we're spitting out entire arcs in the span of 45 minutes. It's crazy to think about.
And how I can buy the freedom of the village.
Oh, Lord. Except till this rat marine boy shows up. I'm so ready for the scene, and you know the scene. It's probably the last peak scene
Why didn't you tell me?
I'm looking forward to here.
The youngest sister. Why didn't you lose you two? Or anyone?
I want to see how she hits it. I want to see Luffy's scream about, of course I will. I want to see, do they do like the little Avengers shot where he's like walking up and everyone's just sitting there ready to go? I'm anticipating it. How much time do we have left? We've got like 5 minutes left. All right, here we go. Do you think is she gonna like start going ham? Because to this day, and I'm hundreds of episodes past that. Well, actually, I don't know how far I am past that, but there hasn't been that graphic of a scene that I felt like that I've been like, oh God, that's like Nami, stop, please. You know what? Now that with this, I didn't really want it when I was watching the show, watching the anime. I kind of want to see like a fisherman marine like all-out war, because they already have the physical advantage. If you give them the power system that everybody in the world has, which I don't know if fishmen can do that, if it's just a human thing, whatever the power system is, we don't know, you know, Nen, chakra, ki, etc. We haven't gotten there yet. But if you give them that and give them Devil's Fruit abilities, I think just off baseline, they're gonna be better than humans. No, I kind of want to see that. Okay. Is she gonna? Ooh, wee, yay. That wasn't bad. I was actually surprised they even showed the first stab. I thought it'd just be kind of, they'd cut it off from like her neck down or neck up. The sound effect, that was good. It was good. I think that's been the best, like, like monumental scenes. I think that hit the most so far across the entire. That and Zeph's moment when he was telling him why he gave him all the food and everything. Those two have been the best emotional scenes so far. Put the hat on. I'm curious how they're going to have the guys set up. I mean, you have to have that shot, right? Have to.
Of course I will.
Okay. Can you scream it for me one time?
Of course I will.
Okay.
Of course I will.
Not bad. Alright. Nice little shot. I didn't like that. That was too like Power Rangers, unite, Megazord, right. Like that was a little too I just so I think this is why they're doing it again. The nighttime shot of all the action. And I feel like I get why they're doing it, but like, oh man, not bad. Not bad. Again? Which I would think, because there's, with the village, they have the tangerines, like you can have the shot of the tangerines, the colors, like all that. It's interesting that they're choosing to do it in the dark. Especially, you showed the colors of like Arlong and like all the time that went into the prosthetics of all the fishmen, because none of the fishmen are CGI, it's all prosthetic and practical. But they're choosing to do all the big fight scenes like in the dark. Besides it being when it's human versus human, like Mihawk and Zoro was in the light. And then I guess maybe the first little battle we had with breaking Zoro out. But that's just all basic stunt work for the most part. We got to see Luffy's stretch a little bit in that. For the most part, I'm curious, like if there's an explanation on why they chose nighttime settings. I'm assuming it's easier to kind of get around the Devil's Fruit abilities and the CGIs and stunt doubles, and that would just be my guess. But that wasn't bad. I would say that scene right there with Nami, I thought that was hit pretty good. And I thought Zeph's scene when he was talking to the boy, keep calling him like little eggplant, and seeing the blood on his face, because Zeph wasn't that emotional in the anime. He was very just like stone cold. Here though, like you saw the pain in his face and his eyes and everything. I would say those two moments, those have hit. I think Zeph's moment hit better here in the live action. And Nami's moment was just as good. It's hard to have Luffy, that iconic like Luffy scream like "of course I will," and have it like echo through the entire town in a practical setting. So it's hard to like put that against them, but I get it. The little Avengers shot with them sitting there was dope. The little right when that was a little corny. But we'll see. So the climax of it all is going to be us defeating Arlong. I'm assuming Garp's going to show up as well, and I would assume that Garp shows up and kind of just accepts the fact that we're going to be a pirate and lets us on our way. That could be the only redeeming thing I could see them doing with Garp before the season ends. And we'll kind of wait to play out and see how it goes. One more episode. That'll be it. I already know it's been renewed for a season 2, so I'll be curious how far we get to, what Chopper's going to look like, if they try to go practical, there's going to be like Detective Pikachu looking like thing, or who knows. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,